Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome back to the Resonant Rise. I blew up while making an angel ring. I haven't done that in such a long time. Let's hope I got all my derps out of the way before I before I started this recording. So I have a bunch of processors over here. I just threw a bunch of stuff in there and let them make. And I've got kind of a surplus of the printed silicon right now, which is good because I'm going to need a bunch more processors in the future. So how I like to do this, I've got an energy acceptor already, and I've got some cable. What I like to do is make a storage bus and a crafting terminal and hook the storage bus up to a chest with various AE2 necessities in it and then craft that way. So let me make the storage bus and the crafting terminal, and I'll be right back. And then we can make the rest of our things. Okay, so I did that part on my own because I always forget a glowstone or something. Once we've got everything in the ME system, we shouldn't have that problem. So let's get some cable, the energy acceptor, and a tesseract. And I don't remember if this will take energy directly from the tesseract or if we're going to need some sort of conduit. I suppose we'll find out. So let's put the cable here. We'll put our storage bus here. And we'll put a terminal right there. Okay, looks like it does take directly from the tesseract. Pretty cool little star field inside. I've heard that can cause frame rate issues. For some people, there is a config option to disable that. I think it's kind of cool though. I really like it. So what we'll do next, we're going to dump all this stuff in the chest. Okay, that should be everything that we need to make drives and stuff like that. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with probably 16K drives. So normally I do 64Ks and it takes 27 logic processors to do that. I think it might be 9 for the 16K. So we'll get a little more bang for our buck. I was debating whether or not to format each disk for like one for iron, one for gold, etc. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put the processed ores in deep storage units and put them on the storage buses because I'm going to end up doing that at some point. So I might as well just do it from the get-go since I've already got, you know, probably 24 or so of them. So let's see, 16K. So what I'll do is we'll put about 54. We'll see how this works. And I was going to say, hopefully I have enough redstone in there. Obviously I do not. Okay, so we've got 54 1K storage components. And I'm going to need to make some more of this glass, I guarantee it. I'll just make a stack. 18 of those. Is that right? So we should get 16Ks out of this. Yep, that works for me. I'll do the other 4 a little later Not a big deal. I should probably put these in my inventory instead of in the ME system. Okay, excellent. So what we need to do now, we need to put all this in it. And the easiest way to do that is probably find a tube and just pump everything into it. So I've left my mining setup in the Age over here. I didn't bother to pick it up because I'm not going to be probably running the turtles anymore. I've been using these guys for storage because they hold so much. So if we take this, not that one, this one, put it on this chest. Let's get rid of this storage bus. I guess the wrench doesn't work on it anymore, huh? No big deal. I could have turned down the priority, but I don't really need that storage bus anymore. What was happening is AE tries to put items where they already are, in the same place, on the same disk, or in the same chest, whatever. So if I've already got wool in here and I try to pull wool out of here into the system, it sees that there's wool in the chest and it puts it in the chest instead of on a disk. You can change the priority. The higher, the more priority it has. But like I said, we don't need that storage bus anymore, so that's not really an issue for us. So once that one finishes, what I'll do, we'll go ahead and toss this in here. I could either run a bunch of cable, or I'll probably take a dolly, and I'm not going to do the ingots yet, but what I will do is break this chest, put this one in its place, and everything will get sucked into the system. I probably shouldn't just put everything in there, but I don't really see any reason not to. So while this is working, I mean, I could actually line these up and do it with conduits or more tubes. Either way. While that's working, what we need to make is, I'm ready to start some sort of an ender quarry. And this takes a lot of crafting. Everybody probably is familiar with how to do this. So I'm going to get everything together and I'm going to do this part crafting on my own. And then we'll get this thing set up and get it going. So what we'll do before that, here are all my deep storage units. I did kill a few withers. I did get killed once, but I put him in some of that witherproof stone, whatever it is, the reinforced obsidian. He actually killed himself. I died, and in the process of getting my stuff, he killed himself. I didn't know that was possible, but it is. So how we're going to do this, I need to change this default behavior. Where is it? We want to go to auto search. So every time I click, it automatically types. If you have it on standard search, it doesn't automatically go up to the search box. So let's get some cable. We're only going to need one. And we'll do this, and I'll go ahead, and so I don't forget, I'm going to set this to receive items. So that when we put our Tesseract on the Ender Quarry, we'll set it to receive power and send items. and all the items will go directly into this thing right here. So it also might not be a bad idea to get another deep storage unit. We'll make another storage bus. I made a couple extra interfaces earlier. And what we'll do is we'll just put this right here for now. And we're going to set cobblestone in there. And it looks like I have some in my dev null. So fill some cobblestone in there, and then there was a button before that automatically, there it is, partition storage based on currently stored items. So whatever's in there, you just click that button and it fills it in. So any cobble that goes into the system's automatically going to go to the deep storage unit. We're not going to need to worry about dirt, and there's probably not very much sand in the mining age. Gravel may be a different story. So let me grab another one of these while I'm crafting. And we'll just put it right there, and we'll put the extraction tube back on it. And everything will get piped into the system. I'm going to run out of types before I run out of items. So I'm going to make the Ender Quarry. I'm going to make maybe the QED and some Ender markers because I don't like using fences. And I'm probably going to make 4 more drives. And then I'll rejoin you. We'll get that Ender Quarry set up and working. And we're doing okay on syngas still. This is about half empty. And I am processing some ores right now. I did a little bit of manual mining. Between the pulverizer, power furnace, and auto crafter, we're only using about 160 RF a tick. So I will see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, I'm back. I think I'm about ready. Geezer is streaming right now and nobody would sleep, so I took the liberty of just setting the time. So I figure while we're doing this, we'll go ahead and use the alchemy catalyst, turn some rotten flesh into leather, and we'll make an ender pouch. I've put about everything in here that I want to put in here. There's some stuff I don't need, but what I want to do is I'll put the ender chest right here and link the pouch to it. So if there's anything over here that I need, I don't have to carry it all. I can just pop it in there and the tube will suck it out and put it in the interface. Make sure that when you go to make your burnt quartz, you have your alloy smelter set to furnace only, or you'll end up with fused quartz. I totally forgot about that. So I think what we can do, we can make an ender quarry. I made an extra endothermic pump in case we want lava for anything. And then we can also make QED. We've got that. And we need the ender flux crystal. I think I've got enough to make 4 of them. Yep. And I always hate it when you have to make things in groups of 4 and then something takes 1 and then you end up with 3 of these. I don't know that they're really used for anything else. It doesn't look like it. That kind of annoys me. Anyway, we're going to need a few more of these. so we can make our markers. And I'm pretty sure the marker, it's an ender pearl with 2 of those. It is, so that's no problem. So we'll take 3 pearls and we'll put it in the QED. I'm just going to put it back here for now until I figure out a permanent place for it. So if we put these like this and put these in here, the more crystals we have, the faster the thing works. I'll just wait a minute, not that big of a deal. This will come in handy. I have been finding everything in abundance but gold. So if we look at the recipes, you can actually cook ores in here and it triples them. So I've got plenty of coal. I can put my gold and coal in here and triple them. Obviously we could use mechanism as well, but I haven't gotten into that yet. I really need to make some stuff for the sparks to transfer mana from full pools to some other ones. I've got all these full mana tablets because, you know, the day blooms, they don't generate a lot, but over time, it definitely adds up. So I'm having some problem managing my mana. I made a few sparks, but I think I need one of the augments. Yeah, one of these, like a dominant, at least one, which requires pixie dust. I think that's elven knowledge, so I may have to do a Botania episode to open up the gateway, throw my book in, and then figure out how to make the pixie dust. I want to say that I also have to make Terra Steel to make the gateway core or something like that. The process has changed since I last used it. So we have one more Tesseract. We could very easily set this up with an Ender chest, and the good thing about the Ender Quarry is if the attached storage is full, the quarry stops working. It doesn't spit items everywhere because it's so server friendly. So we could easily put an ender chest, but I figure we can just use one Tesseract to send power and teleport the items back here. So let's go set this up. We'll call it an episode, and then hopefully I'll have some blocks to do what I need to do. So I've been turtling and stuff, and I think we'll just, let me pull up my chunk grid. We'll set it in the middle of the chunk here. We'll put the Ender Quarry here and a marker. The good thing about this age is it's pretty flat. So it's really easy to set up your Ender Quarry. Let's go here. That should do it. Successfully established boundary. Excellent. So if we put this guy on top, we're going to send items and we're going to receive energy. We'll go ahead and set it. And it is already working. Awesome. So we'll have to set up some sort of ore processing very soon. I'm not in a huge hurry to do that. We're not going to get a lot from 3x3 chunks probably. But we see our cobble going up, which means that everything is working as it should. Both ends are chunk loaded, and the Tesseract is sending power from this end and receiving items, and they're going straight in here, which you can actually see. So that is excellent. So that'll do it for this episode, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave them below as usual. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.